Phil Lockwood, a 3-seat Aircam. Tell us kind of what was the thinking behind getting to a 3-place airplane?
We've always had customers asking about a 3-seater, and some customers have actually put seats in the cargo, and we kind of tried to discourage that. But really our limitation was our useful load, which was based on single engine performance, and that was 1,680 pounds. And at that weight, we still had pretty good single engine performance. With the advent of the big bore kit, we've been watching it ever since it first came out 6 years ago, and watching it progress and knowing that if we had a little more power without any more weight, it would enable us to increase the gross weight. Just recently, I think it really got to the point where it seemed reliable enough and there was enough experience with it to where we said, okay, let's give this a try. And we put the big bore on an Aircam, and we could fly with the same single engine performance at 1,900 pounds as we would at 1,680 with the regular 100 horsepower engines. So that was really what enabled us to go. And then at that point we said, okay, well, let's beef up the airframe for 1,900 pounds.
Has it changed the flying characteristics of the airplane at all?
Really not. Of course, at 1,900 you're a little bit higher wing loading, so the airplane rides a little bit nicer. As far as your takeoff goes, the extra power accelerates you so quickly that the takeoff roll is about the same.
And what about for stalls and things of that nature?
The stall's a little bit higher. We're still working on the final figures there, but not much. The airplane is so lightly loaded, it has so much wing area that it really doesn't have that much effect.
What else can you do with an Aircam? I mean, recently you've built a canopy for it, now you've added the 3rd seat, but it seems to be a very versatile platform. What's kind of on your drawing board right at this point?
Sure, well, there's always more things that you can do. The canopy was a great addition for us. It's opened up sails in colder climates. It comes on or off in 30 minutes. We found that to be very popular. I mean, even a guy like me who really loves to be open cockpit, I still like the enclosure for cross countries and for cooler weather. Now the big bore setup, and of course we've continued to push with the floats, trying to come up with now a new rigging package for the Claymars. And yeah, there's more stuff. We'll keep working it.
Tell us a little bit about what it takes to build one of these airplanes.
Well, you have to buy the kit first, and then about 1,200 hours is pretty typical. You can cut that by about 1/3 if you buy the factory pre-riveted fuselage option. That knocks about 400 hours off the typical build time.
And the Rotax is the only engine that's approved for it?
Yeah, it's the only engine we've fitted with it. I mean, they have the market share and the power to weight ratio we need, and it makes a really good fit for the airplane.
Let's go back to the floats for just a moment, because you think about an airplane like this and you know it's intended to be used in that way. How popular are the float-based models?
Well, the floats have been very popular on the Aircam. There's a significant number of them on floats. Just the Claymars alone, I think there are about 70 Aircams on the Claymar 2200 float. So the float performance is really good, and I think that's one of the big draws. The combination of a big wing, which gives us a low liftoff and touchdown speed, with the twin engine takeoff and climb performance, it makes a nice combination.
Now, you do have to be rated for twins to fly this airplane. Can you also get checked out for twins in this airplane?
Of course, you can get checked out in the airplane, but in order to get your multi-rating, the FAA does not want you to get a category class rating in an experimental. So we do checkouts. They have made an exception for us in the case of the multi-C rating. They look at it as a hardship because it's very difficult to find places and airplanes where you can get a multi-C rating. And so for Aircam owners, we now have a LOTA on our factory Aircam on floats, and you can come to the factory and get your multi-C in an Aircam if you're an Aircam. And you can be building a kit. It doesn't have to be done yet, but you need to own an Aircam in order to take advantage of that.
All right, Phil, well, thanks very much for taking some time to talk with us today. Looking forward to having an opportunity to fly with you one of these days, and I hope you're having a great show.
All right, thanks, Tom. Thank you.
Aero-TV is brought to you by Evolution means avionics for innovators. As an aircraft designer, don't let your vision be constrained by someone else's limitations. Instead, let Evolution help your dreams become your customers' reality. www.avolution.com